Welcome to r/Tales from Tech Support, Throwback Edition, where we get to have a little chuckle at the expense of the technically challenged from years gone by. Most, if not all of these stories are pretty old, but somehow they're still just as funny today as they were when they actually happened. Some of them actually happened before you even knew what a computer was. Won't you join me for a walk down tech memory lane? I had a user come up to me and ask why their computer wouldn't turn on. I go over to the desk and notice a pool of water, so I immediately unplug the computer and lift it up. Water came pouring out of the side vents, so the user says, "Oh yeah, I spilled water on my desk. Could that be the problem?" A person entering data on a floppy disk was told that she had to make a copy at the end of every day to provide for a backup. About 6 months later, the disk became corrupt, so the technician asked if she had the copies. She opened a filing cabinet drawer and pulled out a stack of paper. On every sheet was a photocopy of the disk. Now keep in mind, boys and girls, back in the day, disks looked like this. I know, even CDs seem old to you guys, but trust me, it was worse before. I was walking through an office one day and a user said to me, "At last, it's taken you long enough." I pressed F1, help button, over 2 hours ago. I got a call about a monitor not working. When going through the standard debugging steps, user said there were no lights, he couldn't find the power button, etc., etc. Then I asked, "Is there actually a monitor on the desk?" And the answer was no. Someone had moved it. Once upon a time, I had a user receive an email that our antivirus software promptly quarantined. The user was frantic. "I must have that email." I said, "I'm sorry, it has a virus. You'll have to contact the guy who sent it, have him clean his computer of viruses, and resend." He replied, "Can't you just turn off antivirus long enough for me to get this email?" Oh god. I had a guy complaining that his computer had been hacked. Of course, every time anything strange ever goes wrong, it's been hacked. Because whenever he booted the computer, opened a program, closed a program, whatever, the entire theme song to Reading Rainbow would play. The computer hadn't been hacked. He had just left it unattended and someone came by and set every single Windows sound to play the whole song. I changed the theme and was done. Lesson learned. Never leave a computer unattended because there are tricksters out there. Tricksters? Is that like whippersnappers? One of my favorite repeating requests is, "I can't remember my email password. Please email me a new password." Someone was complaining his PC wasn't working at all. After going through the whole "have you checked cables" and "is it plugged in," etc., he had me thinking he needed a new power supply or something. Then I heard someone in the background say, "I wonder how long the power outage will be this time." User calls saying, "Mouse isn't working." "No problem," says me. I grabbed the freshie and headed over. Upon arrival, user says, "And there's that annoying red light shining in my eyes, too." I turned the mouse right side up and walked quickly out of earshot, promptly losing it with laughter. Oh yeah, before we had the laser mouse with the optical part on the bottom, we had a roller ball underneath the mouse. Had to take the ball out every so often and clean the hair out of it. That was fun. I had a user come back from a 2-week vacation who reported that everything is different. She couldn't really explain what was different though. Her computer had been off the whole time and nothing had changed at all. She's a Mac user at home, and I suspected the reason everything is different was because she didn't look at a Windows machine for 2 weeks. One day, a user calls because her computer wouldn't power on. Okay, so I take the trip upstairs, and sure enough, no power to the CPU or monitor. I follow the power cords to a power strip, but I couldn't see the power switch. A head of lettuce in a grocery bag had fallen from her desk onto the switch and turned it off. We still laugh about death by vegetable ticket. I had a user at my last job who, when it came time to reboot her computer, would crawl up under her desk, unplug every single cable, plug in every single cable, and come back up and tell me she rebooted. Even better, when I had her log off and log on, she did the same thing. Call from user. "My PC is screaming at me." Found out the computer was beeping because the keyboard tray was holding several buttons down. I got a ticket stating, "User is requesting to be changed back to Google from Chrome." See, that one's not so old. Ticket number 144. My spacebar will not work. Description. I would really like some spaces so I can work. All run together, that's funny. Oof. It's a big problem when users start mistaking a can of WD-40 for canned air. That keyboard was never the same. It's so oily. Facepalm. This is an old one but cracks me up. WordPerfect was an old word processor. Sort of like Word. It came before Word. Tech. WordPerfect technical support, may I help you? Customer. Yes, well, I'm having trouble with WordPerfect. Tech. What sort of trouble? Customer. Well, I was just typing along and all of a sudden the words went away. Tech. Went away? Customer. They disappeared. So what does your screen look like now? Customer. Nothing. Tech. Nothing. Customer. It's blank. It won't accept anything when I type. Tech. Are you still in WordPerfect or did you get out? Customer. How do I tell? Tech. Can you see the C prompt on the screen? Customer. What's a C prompt? Tech. Never mind. Can you move the cursor around on the screen? Customer. There isn't any cursor. I told you. It won't accept anything I type. Tech. Does your monitor have a power indicator? Customer. What's a monitor? Tech. It's the thing with the screen on it that looks like a TV. Does it have a little light that tells you when it's on? Customer. I don't know. Tech. Well, then look on the back of the monitor and find where the cord goes into it. Can you see that? Customer. Yeah, I think so. Tech. Great. Follow the cord to the plug and tell me if it's plugged into the wall. Customer. Yes, it is. Tech. When you were behind the monitor, did you notice that there were 2 cables plugged into the back of it, not just one? Customer. No. Tech. Well, there are. I need you to look back there again and find the other cable. Customer. Okay, here it is. Tech. Follow it for me and tell me if it's plugged securely into the back of your computer. Customer. I can't reach it. Tech. Well, can you see if it is? Customer. No. Tech. Even if you maybe put your knee on something and lean way over? Customer. Oh, it's not because I don't have the right angle. It's because it's dark. Tech. Dark? Customer. Yes, the office light is off, and the only light I have is coming from the window. Tech. Well, turn on the office light then. Customer. I can't. Tech. No, why not? Customer. Because there's a power outage. Tech. A power outage? Aha, okay, we've got it licked now. Do you still have the boxes and manuals and packing stuff your computer came in? Customer. Well, yes, I keep them in the closet. Tech. Good, go get them and unplug your system and pack it up just like it was when you got it. Then take it back to the store you bought it from. Customer. Really? Is it that bad? Tech. Yep, I'm afraid it is. Customer. Well, alright then, I suppose. What do I tell them? Tech. Tell them you're too stupid to own a computer. I had this conversation recently with a lady who swore she'd been using computers since forever. Tech support. Alright, now click OK. Customer. Click OK. Tech support. Yes, click OK. Customer. Click OK. Tech support. That's right, click OK. Customer. So I click OK, right? Tech support. Right. Click OK. Pause. Customer. I clicked cancel. Tech support. You clicked cancel? Customer. That's what I was supposed to do, right? Tech support. No, you were supposed to click OK. Customer. I thought you said to click cancel. Tech support. No, I said click OK. Customer. Oh. Tech support. Now we have to start over. Customer. Why? Tech support. Because you clicked cancel. Customer. Wasn't I supposed to click cancel? Tech support. No, forget that. Let's start from the top. Customer. Okay. I spent the next 15 minutes reconstructing the carefully crafted setup for this lady's unique computer. Tech support. Alright. Now, are you ready to click OK? Customer. Yes. Tech support. Great, now click OK. Pause. Customer. I clicked cancel. And people wonder why my mousepad has a target on it labeled Bang Hit Here. So are any of you old enough to remember mouse pads and the old-time mouse with the roller ball underneath? CRT monitors, things like that? Let me know in the comments down below.